think everyone would be desperate to see you back unless you see the course of events yourself. I can never do this story justice with my own words. We will need to take a narrator part from all this, someone with whom I can concur. Imagine it's now earlier this evening, and, like I said, others have been called here by Mr. Walters. And oh dear, Mr. Walters, Miss Walters, Steve, we need to get up.
I'm supposed to be dead.
We know, but these people came to see a story unfold, and we can't very well show the events of how you were murdered with you lying in the middle of the floor, dead.
But I've been shot.
No, see, it's early. Oh, yeah, it's earlier now. You won't be shot for some time yet.
Oh, do you think it'll be okay? They won't be upset if a dead man suddenly stands up and walks away?
They'll understand. They came to see a story, not to watch you lie on the floor. Go ahead and get out.
Oh. Okay.
I wasn't really prepared for this. I was expecting to be dead.
We know, but it's for the best.
What do I do now?
Stop. Just wait in the other room.
I sure hope you know what you're doing.
So do we. Well, as I was saying, other people had all been called here by Mr. Walters. This is Betty Dupree, an old flame of Mr. Walters. She said intends to marry him, but not for the right reasons. And next, here's Jennifer Jones, Mr. Walters' business partner. And next, here's Lydia Comfrey, Mr. Walters' current fiance. He loves her, and she loves his money. And finally, here's President Avida, Lydia's friend. Enough said, so there you have it. You've met everyone. And with that, I give you the motto of Stephen Walters.
How should I not over here?
You're his business partner.
And you're his fiance.
Would you two quit your bickering?
And I certainly don't know why you're here.
Because I was the teacher, Miss Walters, long before you ever came into the picture. Is the key word there?
Ladies, please.
Oh, must you bring him everywhere?
I was invited just like you.
Oh yeah, I bet you were. As you may have gathered, these folks don't exactly get along. They never have.
To be quite honest, they're not the easiest of people to get along with.
Who are they talking to?
I don't know.
Who are you talking to? The audience.
Well, that's just great. Go ahead and spoil the illusion.
What are you trying to explain? You're ruining the story. Well, I'm just trying.
You've broken our pace.
Oh, you're supposed to. I suppose next you'll be telling them how it ends.
They know how it ends.
What?
They know how it ends.
Then what's the point? This is supposed to be a mystery? How much mystery can there be when you know how it ends?
Well, it's true they know how it ends. They don't know who did it, only that it was done.
Isn't that a big part of the mystery?
It can be, but in this case, the real mystery is who, not how. And they don't mind knowing the end up front. They're still here, aren't they?
That guy in the third row has shifted his seat 3 times already.
I think they're about to bolt.
They won't vote if you guys stick to the script and keep the story moving ahead.
So it's our fault now?
Let's just get back to the story, okay? Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
As I said earlier, we often speak to the audience as the story unfolds, much like the Greeks did in their plays thousands of years ago. But they often use what is known as a chorus.
But they didn't sing.
If there was
So I was saying,
the story, okay? Thank you.
as I was saying, there's no great love shared amongst any of these folks. To put it most bluntly, they hate each other. But in that hate is the one common thread that brings them here today. As much as they despise each other, they all hate Stephen Walters even more. I'm still not so sure about you talking to the audience like that. I just don't understand it. It's been done for thousands of years. It's called an aside.
A what?
An aside. Theoretically, we are speaking to the audience. You aren't supposed to hear us.
can we help but hear you?
You don't understand. Of course you can hear me, but we're supposed to go and still we can't.
The aside is an opportunity for we, as the storytellers, to speak to the audience. It's almost as though we were having a personal conversation with each member of the audience. Shakespeare used asides all the time. It's like the chorus in the ancient Greek plays. But this isn't a musical. Just because there's a chorus doesn't mean it's a musical.
Then why would they have a course?
That's what we're trying to explain.
Then get on with it. We have a story to tell you.
Right, the story. Where are we?
You're about to explain the purpose of the chorus to us?
Now, this story, remember? The murder and all. I, for one, don't feel like I can continue to explain this chorus business and that aside thing you keep pulling.
I'll have to second that one.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to hear what you were talking about.
Oh, good heavens, what about the audience?
They've already paid their money. How do they know this isn't the story they came to see anyway?
Because we already told them it was a murder mystery.
Oh, right. I want to know what the chorus is for if it's not for singing.
Folks, please bear with this for a moment. I promise it just won't take but a minute. And we're going to go right back to our story. Thank you. As I said earlier, we often speak to the audience as the story unfolds, much like the Greeks did in their plays thousands of years ago. But there, they often used what is known as a chorus.
If they didn't sing, they may have in some cases, but they didn't have to. You see, it wasn't the rhythm that was important. It was the message.
What was the message?
It would depend on the story. What's important to understand now, and how this relates to the aside you witnessed today, is why the chorus was there in the first place.
Why not just let the characters tell the story through dialogue?
First and foremost, to have the story move forward.
Oh, why not just let the characters tell the story through dialogue?
They probably could, but when a story is very complex, it would take hour after hour of dialogue just to set the stage for the events about to happen. But if someone or a group of people, a chorus, were to fill in some of the background and detail as the story goes along, the audience gets all the facts, and then the most important part of the story can be played out on the stage through dialogue.
I don't get it.
Yes, what are you talking about?
The chorus, or in this case, a narrative, provides details and information that may not be readily apparent to the audience, but are important to understanding the story as a whole.
But why do you keep talking to the audience?
To help the story move ahead.
It sounds like a way for you to get some extra lines and try to stage everyone.
It's nothing like that. Everything I say has been carefully crafted by the playwright. Every line, stage direction, and aside has been thought out and written down. And for the story to work, it must be followed precisely.
You do seem to have a lot of lines, and some of your speeches are even leaning towards soliloquies.
That isn't true.
No? Then why is it that your lines are coming up every other time we all have to play round robin?
I don't know. I'm just an actor doing my lines as written. If you want to take issue with the quantity and occurrence of your lines, talk to the writer.
Maybe you already did, and that's why you have all the good lines.
This is getting too ridiculous. We have a story to tell. I think it would be best if we go back to it.
That's easy for you to say with having the leading role and all.
I don't have the leading role.
Oh, no? Then who does?
Well, I should say it's Steve.
Steve is the lead, but he's dead.
Not yet, he isn't.
Yeah, not yet, I'm not.
But he will be. And he hardly has any lines.
Yes. What about that? I have more lines than Steve.
Quantity of lines isn't the only factor in making the lead character.
Now what are you talking about?
The number of lines spoken is no criteria for calling someone a lead character.
Then what is?
But too typical. I'm bored. Okay. We've gotten way off track again. Let's just get back to the story. Bring the audience in the scene and try to entertain them to the best of our abilities. Remember, every part is important to the whole of the story, no matter how large or how small.
Was that a shot at me?
No, I'm just trying to get the story back on track, and at the same time, appease your delicate actor egos.
Oh, okay then.
May I continue now?
Yeah, sure.
And you're all okay with me being the narrator and speaking in asides to the audience? Thank you. Actors. Now, what was I doing? Oh, alright. Well, like I said earlier, none of these folks care much for the other, and we have been all caught here by Steve, for reasons yet unknown.
But I know why.
What are you doing?
Oh, I felt it was my responsibility to interject and draw attention to myself. Being the star and all.
The star? Now I've heard it all. Next, you'll be telling us the only reason these people are here is to see you. That's it. That is it.
People, please, just calm down, Lydia. And you, get off the stage. May I get you anything? May I get you anything? May I get you anything?
Are you talking to them or us?
To you, I'm the butler after all. May I get you anything?
Oh, right. No, I'm fine.
Anyone else?
I think I like a root beer.
What?
I like a root beer.
You're supposed to say no.
I am?
Yes.
How's that?
When I say anyone else, you're supposed to say no.
But I'm thirsty. What?
You need to keep with it, Jennifer. We do have a story to tell here after all.
But I really am thirsty.
No, so am I.
But not supposed to be. It's not part of the script.
People?
Now that you mention
me
it,
too.
I'm thirsty too.
Yeah, I'm thirsty too, John.
People!
I'm thirsty too.
People, what are you doing?
You asked if we wanted something to drink, and we said no.
As you should.
Are you gonna give us something to drink?
No, I'm not going to get you something to drink, but what I am going to do is try to get the story moving ahead, no matter what the rest of you is trying to do.
John's right. We have to get back on track.
And with that, I shall go.
I believe that's your cue, Jonathan.
What? Right. Thank you. Before you go, why did Steve call us here tonight?
I'm only the butler, and to that I do not know.
And as the narrator,
And with that, I cannot say.
Oh, we've been waiting 10 minutes now, and we still haven't seen Steve. I just wonder if this is one of his practical jokes, and he isn't even here.
He wouldn't.